It is Coach Joy,
Hey, what's up?
and Coach
Y'all know what time it
John.
is. Hey, everybody, we live.
Hey, we live, y'all.
Yeah, check it out. We wanted to make sure we shared with you all the
Yes,
beautiful thing that we finished and why we did it.
yes, and this is one of the properties that we showed y'all before
Hmm.
before we got started
Yeah,
and during, and now you get to see the
it,
finished
you get the
product.
whole process.
Yes.
And so, if you would have been here this last week, it was amazing.
Oh
We
my
had the
goodness.
whole mentoring team who came
Yes.
in and got a chance to view this property. But we
Mm-hmm.
did a whole retreat. We went to a bunch of different properties,
Yep.
some from us, some from different people. It was absolutely phenomenal. I
Absolutely.
mean, it was like one of those times,
Yeah.
Joy, that I think that those are the times that you just never forget.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. So if you are
That's
one of
for
those people
sure.
out there who hasn't already, considered getting some mentorship or some coaching
Mm-hmm.
from somebody, I just highly recommend it because there's something different that happens when you at those points when you getting it live, you
Yeah.
understanding what's going on, and then
Absolutely.
also you can ask your questions and then be inspired by other people.
Right.
The biggest thing from mentorship is like legitimately is confidence.
Right.
And it helps somebody who can show you like this is real. We're real
Mm-hmm.
people. We're just John and Joy, mom and
Right.
pop. We just a mom and pop, just like
Right.
y'all.
Look.
We just like y'all, mom and pop got three kids.
Mm-hmm.
They got
Right.
practices, they got grades. They
I
they
mean,
still don't do the dishes.
all that comes
You know what
with
I'm saying?
being a
All that comes to
family.
being a family. I go to church on Sundays.
Yes.
We teach Bible class or whatever.
Right.
You got stuff. We got stuff going on in our life.
Yeah.
And
Life be life,
life is life.
man.
Real talk.
Shoot.
I got parents. I got family
Yeah.
members. We got real things going on in our life. But we sharing this journey on the real estate side because it really has opened up the time for us to be able to spend more time together
Yes.
and then to be able to spend more time with our families. So that's the reason why
Absolutely.
we're sharing it, and
Yes.
so that hopefully you can be blessed by that too.
Absolutely.
So we're going to show you something today about rental properties, and this is something that most people mess up.
Yes.
It's like most people they say they don't open a real estate business, open
Mm-hmm.
up. I'm gonna get a couple properties, and they get all excited about it.
Yep. I'm gonna
And
manage them myself, and
and so the thing that they're getting excited about, but they don't really know what to do to fix it up. So there's two
mm-hmm.
things that people do to mess it up.
Mm.
They under upgrade, and then two is they over upgrade.
Yes.
And so there's two things. There's one is you want to be the nicest house or the nicest on the area that you're renting,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time you need to know that it's not your personal house.
Yes.
So some stuff you might like might be too delicate for a rental property.
Absolutely.
The stuff that you want to put in a rental property needs to be
Mm.
able to be turned over a few times because it's
Yeah.
a rental. People aren't designed to live there
Right.
for 20, 30 years.
No.
You want to design it so that, when people leave after they've been there a couple of years and they're buying their own home, that you are able to clean it up and, maybe, do a little paint here and there.
Right.
And then be able to keep going. But if
Yeah.
you don't fix it up well on the front end, you're going to end up spending a whole lot of money on the back end
Absolutely.
doing
you
all the
are.
stuff you didn't do
Yeah.
initially. So
It's well worth spending it
it's
on the
well
front
worth it.
end than on
Yeah.
the back end.
And if you want to get a premium tenant, we love premium
Oh
tenants.
my
Like
goodness.
people,
Yes.
I want people to be like, nah, forget that. I want to stay in one of their properties.
Right. Right. They're
'cause
gonna be
it's
like,
that
"This
good.
is my home. This is my house."
Right,
Like
right,
taking ownership of
right.
it.
When
That's
they
what we
plant the
want.
flowers in the front yard,
Okay.
like I want you to move in this mug and be like, my goodness gracious.
Call
This
and
is
ask, "Can I put a
right.
fence around the yard?"
Right. Whatever
Yeah.
it is that they want to do, that they
Yes.
feel like, okay, this is my spot.
Yeah.
And so obviously, we want people to own, but at the same time, if you are going to rent, to be able to rent with an ownership mindset. So
Yes.
we wanted to share with you all how this place turned out,
Yeah.
some of the stuff that we did,
Yeah.
some of the stuff that we didn't do, so that you can kind of get a feel for maybe some ideas or some inspiration
Mm-hmm.
on how you can do your rental properties.
Yes.
And so to start off with, we're in the front room of this house.
Yeah.
This house initially, when we bought it, was a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom rental house.
Yes.
And so we have now updated this to be a 4-bedroom house.
Yes.
And so there was some space that really wasn't doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
There was also a sunroom in the back that never should have been a sunroom. So
Right.
we tore that out and made it into a porch.
Yeah.
With a covered porch.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be able to see those things as well.
Yeah.
We took the bathroom, updated it, and then we also made it an open concept. And the reason being is because it's a more modern feel to it.
Right. And people like to gather more like kitchen, living space to be able to talk and
Right.
eat and just kind of be in the midst and work together. So we saw that a lot of people like that.
Right.
And so it was like, well, why not?
Right. So we made a few enhancements to the property. I hope you enjoy it. But as we take you through it, I hope that you will. We're going to stop here and there and show you what we did, what we didn't do, why we did it, and we're going to go into as much detail as possible. But hopefully, this answers some of your questions. And if you have more questions, we want you to feel free to put your questions in the chat, or you can jump on Wealthy Marriage Wednesday. You can ask your questions because we're on live there as well. But then also join part of our program. You know, you see the phone number here, 502-632-3005. That team gets to ask us all the questions they want. But at the same time, please feel free to ask your questions, and we will make sure we do our best to get back with you. So we're going to start here. I'm going to walk around and do the camera. And Joy is going to be our hostess. But we're going to start over here at the front door.
The front door. So here we have installed a brand new front door to add a little bit of style to an older property. So we give it a little updated look to it, add a little something to it. Always good to change locks and add a new door if possible.
Yeah, so why do you change all the locks, Joy?
Oh, we change all the locks because we want to be able to put in the lock system that is easy to change the key when people leave. So we're thinking about not just now, but afterwards, and everything that we're doing within the properties, we're not thinking about now, but also thinking about later when they're turning over and leaving out the property as well.
Cool. Now I see there's a thermostat right there.
Yeah. So we have here a central air and heating here, which is a plus for many people because nobody really likes having window units anymore, and so that's always a plus and an attraction for people when they're renting because they really like that.
All right, very good. And then I see also you got some plugs down here.
Oh yeah, and so we go through and we put new outlets and outlet covers because it just gives it a nice clean look and makes it look updated and new, looks fresh and clean, and that's always a plus.
All right, and then you see the trim and the quarter round, and then you also see the luxury vinyl plank flooring.
The flooring for us is always good. We want something that can be cleaned easy, that is being able to upkeep it is easy and fast, and that is durable because we have tenants, they come in and they're kind of hard on it, and they have families. Like when you have kids, you get big families, you coming in, you running around having a good time, but it can be hard on the flooring. And so we found that luxury vinyl plank is the way to go, especially in rental properties.
All right.
And then we got new windows. We put in new windows here, brand new vinyl windows, which is always good to see.
Yeah, it's always good. See, these older properties, they have old wooden windows and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you can keep it in there if you want to be cheap, but at the end of the day,
these are always better.
It's going to lower the electric bill and it's going to be a better experience. You can open it up. You got a nice park across the street, so the kids can go over there and play.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good. And then we always put in a new blind.
Hey, can we give y'all a big piece of game right here?
Oh, yes.
You see that right there?
You see.
Do you see that? That is
it's an air freshener.
It's an air freshener.
And so nothing brings somebody making them feel at home when they walk in, and it smells amazing when they walk in. It's like, ooh, it smells good in here. And then you're like, ooh, everything else just starts looking. It's kind of like that icing on the cake.
Right.
It makes everything look better and taste better.
Right.
And so that's what that is. It's a little secret. It's a little air freshener block. You put it in your vents, and it just keeps the house smelling good all the way through. And then also we put in the blinds, new blinds with each one because it just makes it look better. Yeah. And also security purposes, like when you are showing the property and it's vacant, it makes it feel like somebody's there, so people are not sure if somebody's there or not. And so it just gives it that lived-in look.
Yeah. And it's better too. You don't have to do the fancy 3-inch blinds and spend $200 on a blind.
Right.
But putting some nice blinds up there really makes a difference.
Yeah.
I don't want to blind you, but you can look at this light.
Those lights. Those are LED lights. We put those in because we don't want to have tenants calling us about changing light bulbs or them changing light bulbs because They don't know how to keep the cover on the lights. Either they're broken or they lose them. And so we found that putting these LEDs in that are flush to the ceiling, that they don't have to worry about changing the light bulb, and they're to last about 10 years, has brought the most value, and it brings it really bright up.
So they're brighter, and they look cleaner, and we've never had to change one. We've been using them for years. And so they're beautiful, and they outlive the tenant. Yeah. So if you see here, this is the open concept. Yep. And then we're going to take them. Where are we going to take them to the kitchen first? All right, we're right here. We're right here. So now we have the kitchen. We've got wood cabinets. Oh, can I get in there?
Yeah, come on. Come on, John.
Hey, all right. So I'm back. And so now we got the kitchen. And the kitchen is the spot that I think everybody really wants, because this is the place where you get most use and traffic. So we got this big living room space. This is a nice size space. You got the open concept to the kitchen. We like to use, some people don't, but we do. You know, we like to use gas because, for one, they just always work. Some people don't. You got to make sure, though, that you practice safety. And so we have young kids, but we like gas, and we found that it works out pretty good. But then sometimes we do put in electric, cord. We always put in a fan. This is brand new, so we're not going to peel the sticker off yet. So we did black on black with a black refrigerator. Over here, we did a tile backsplash to complement the granite countertop. Yeah. And so people ask, they say, well, why do you put granite countertops in a rental property? Yeah. And I would say, why don't you put granite countertops?
Exactly.
Is the reason being is, like, for one, it doesn't cost that much more. It upgrades the value of the property. Yeah. And then also it outlives 1 or 2 tenants. And a lot of times if you use a laminate, it's going to start peeling, or it gets water underneath, or it gets some stains on it, burn marks. You know, the granite's a lot more durable. It looks better, and it's built to last. We buy these for the same price that you might go to Lowe's or Home Depot. Instead of that, we go on Amazon, and we get the nice flexi version, black, and it makes it gives it a nice upgraded look. These are not cheap cabinets. These are actually wood cabinets. And so you can go to Lowe's and buy the cheap wood cabinets if you want. They're going to cost you probably about half as much as these. But the only issue is, when you come back to turn that property over, your doors are going to be hanging off. You're going to have holes in them. They're going to be warped. But if you buy good quality wood cabinets like these are plywood cabinets, and they've just really quality. And then we also put the black handles on here. I would highly recommend buying your black handles from Amazon. You can get them for about $1 a piece, as opposed to buying these at Lowe's when they're about $3 or $4 a piece. So these are just little ways where you can upgrade the property without having to spend way too much money. For us, we buy these, the best cabinets we can afford, and then we stain them because that works better for us. And then too, is they're easier. They come in about a week, as opposed to some of the custom cabinets that are coming pre-painted and stuff like that. They take a little bit longer, and they cost a little bit more. We added a little cupboard right here, and then we added these little shelves just to make it look good. But that's just a few pieces of wood and some craftsmanship. So now we get to head into the bathroom. So once again, that's a farm style sink too. That's a really cool kitchen. I'm just really happy.
It really is. It came out really well.
So you give us your feedback on the kitchen. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. But we like it, and that's what matters. Because we're doing the video. You do your video, your kitchen. You fix it all. All right. So this is a real basic space. I'm not gonna make it too loud in here, so I'm gonna turn the fan off. But this is the bathroom. We took and tiled it all up to the ceiling. If you're gonna tile, don't just tile above the shower. That's kind of cheap. Just go ahead and tile all the way up to the ceiling. It's gonna make it look better, be better for water purposes, and just all around give it a better aesthetic. We always put the hardware in so that people can utilize the area. Don't be cheap on your faucet. Make sure you get a good one. If you don't, you're gonna end up buying another one. This vanity is a little bit special, I guess, if you could. We got the little look to it. I think we probably got this on sale, but at the end of the day, we wanted something that was going to complement this nice bathroom. A basic light fixture. We don't put, this is the only place in the house where we usually don't put LEDs. We just use LED light bulbs, and then we put 3 LED light bulbs. It does not have a window in here, so we use a fan, and we also have a Delta fixtures for the shower. And so pretty straightforward area here. But we're really excited. We love to put tile in areas because tile lasts, and then it also gives a great look. I'm gonna tell you, if somebody leaves a bunch of junk in here, we can still just get the junk out and then we'll paint some areas that need to be painted. But the kitchen and the bathroom are going to be fairly solid and really easy to use. So we're going to come into this next room. There's not much to see here except for the fire smoke detectors. You're going to see these everywhere. We always put into our properties these smoke detectors. Now, these are important, smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. If you don't put these in somebody's room, there could be bad things that happen. We want to make sure safety is always the number one concern. It is very important. Now I want to show you something that we didn't do. If we were flipping this house and selling it retail, we probably would have changed this door out. But as a rental house, this is a solid wood door. It's a very expensive, solid door, and it works really good. So why change it? All we did was change the handles, and then we painted the door so it looked nice and even. And so maybe we'd have given it a Martin barn door type look, you know, maybe something fancy if we were flipping it.
Yeah.
Before a rental, this is going to be much more solid. It's going to work better for the tenants, and it's going to be better on us in the long term. All right, come on. All right, now Joy is coming back. So this is one bedroom that you saw, and you can check out the other bedroom. Second verse is same as the first.
That's the same things. We got the smoke detector, closet, and as he said in the other rooms, we kept the doors, painted them, added new handles. But now here's the piece of the resistance. So this is where we added another room. So before, this was one big open area, and so we changed it. It was one big open area and a bedroom, and so we took the square footage of that and worked it out how we could do a hallway and have 2 bedrooms this way. So now let's go through this. So we have our LED lights, the same as the other, but this is really a nice amount of square footage, nice big. I dare to say this room came out bigger than all the other ones. So really nice, really nice size closet here. Like it's deep. Like I can walk in this room. Nice size closet. Like any girl would be happy. Anybody would be happy in it. Put all your stuff. And just like we did everywhere else, new plugs, outlets, all that.
A lot of smoke
detectors. All the lights, so it can be nice and bright, so you can see it well in here. And then here is the other. This is the 4th bedroom, and so here we have nice size closet, doors, and we have LED lighting, just like
a couple windows in here.
Couple of windows. And this house, like we said, we put in all new windows, which is so worth it. For us and for the tenant, because it saves them money and also works out better. It adds value to the home.
We're going to zoom in a little bit on the floor here.
Yes.
And if you look at the floor, you say, well, why do we use vinyl plank flooring? Well, because it looks really good and it's solid, and we use it in our own personal house as well.
We do. It's so worth it.
It's very worth it. So now you have seen the 4 bedrooms of this house. We're actually going to take you out to the exterior porch area, and that's the last thing we're going to show you because that's pretty much the house. And so come on this way. Walk through here. This is actually a walkout bedroom, which is pretty cool. Stop right there. There we go. If you see, we got the covered porch. Nice little shed out here for the people. And then, so we got a beautiful wood porch. So you can come out here, have a nice family outing, or just sit out here and enjoy a nice peaceful day. We got some new light fixtures out here. You can check out the new light fixture if you like. Something real simple, but easy neighborhood, nice stuff. Great people over here, super quiet, park across the street. And we plan to have this house for years to come. And the best thing about this house is if we don't want to rent it, we can let one of our kids live in it. And so, or if worse comes to worse, you never know. Some stuff might happen. And we need to live in this house. We're going to have a great experience.
And I would be happy to live
We'd be happy to live in.
Yeah.
And so when you fix up a house, be a house that you would be happy to live in personally, and it's going to bless you. It's going to bless your community, and it's something that's going to be able to be good for you for years to come. And so we were able to buy this house, rehab this house, and buy and rehab this house for under $100,000.
Right.
But the value of that house is going to be way much more than that.
Absolutely.
And so, we'll be able to, over time, have some equity in it. And if we decide to pull some of the equity and do some other deals, we can do it, or put a line of credit on it, or, we may just pay it off and then give it to our kids.
Yeah. Home ownership, it gives you options.
And so we highly recommend that you all get options, because if you were able to do and make some beautiful additions to a beautiful property, make it worth about $50,000 more in equity, so your net worth grows, where you can be able to do something with that equity. If you needed the money, you could sell it to somebody. A beautiful homeowner would love this home. We can even, there's so much that they can still do to it later. But if they love this layout, they could live here in this beautiful home. And then you could make some money, or if you wanted to keep it for yourself. And so we like to make our rentals look like our flips, if you will. And so, because honestly, we can. And true, I would suggest you do it too.
Exactly.
Like, why you want to hold on to a bunch of junk or places that you're not excited about? And so make sure that you're excited about the places that you fix up. And the places that you own, and you'll never be disappointed.
That's right. So thank y'all for coming and listening to us today.
We really appreciate it.
So if you would like to connect with us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or you can text us at
502-632-3005. If you're watching this, though, make sure you become a part of our boot camp. We got this boot camp coming up. It's a power partnership boot camp. If you want to have fun working with your spouse, have a good time together, whether you're fixing up houses or running businesses, we've done all that coaching, consulting together. Do whatever you want to do together. Whatever it is that you're able to do it and have fun, less stress, make more money, and to be able to do it with the person who's already a partner in the first place. So we love y'all. I'm going to tell you, we appreciate you. Thank you for taking this journey with us. And we're going to do this a lot more. So hopefully you keep joining us. But we really appreciate y'all. So many blessings to you. To the next time.
All right.
It's always
better together.
All right. Peace.